All right, Coach, it was tight game. I mean, the 3-1 score line's a little misleading in that it was a tie game for much of the second half and late, but maybe a different way than other games. But your guys found a way to win again tonight. I mean, just talk about the resiliency, I guess, when it felt like you were controlling the play. They tied it up. It was 1-1 for quite some time, but your guys never stopped working. Got a late goal and then the really late insurance goal.
Yeah, they do have a good belief about them. They know they can score goals. I think overall, I think both sides of the ball we are off just a little bit, not a ton, but just the spark, the sharpness wasn't quite where it needed to be. But it's good. Eastern's good. It's a good side. I like them a lot. I think they put in a great effort tonight. Pushed us. It was good for them to get the goal back, and at that point they probably had a little bit of the game, and it would have been easy for us to concede something there. We didn't, and then kind of flipped the switch there and got what we needed.
Let me go back to the first goal of the match. Max headed a goal, and that's his second this year. I feel like, and you correct me if I'm wrong, it just feels like that's yet another product of you've got a lot of guys that you can put in different spots and move guys around and plug things in. I mean, Max is a kid who, if I'm not mistaken, didn't go forward a lot last year, but there he is in the box to head home a ball tonight. I mean, do you feel like you've got a number of guys that you can kind of interchangeable, move around as you need?
Yeah, especially on that, it's a set piece. So, or was it a set piece? No, it wasn't. Actually, it was another play, wasn't it? Yeah. Well, Max played in a bit of a different position today. So yeah, we do have a number of guys who we've got good service this year. So a number of guys who are willing to hunt the ball, knowing that good service is in there, and then. In situations like that, if you get anything on it, the service is so good from Sully that you're got a good chance of getting a goal.
And then, not to pick on other teams, but I mean, at times in past years, you've had games where it felt like you were in control. The other team ties it up, or maybe you're in control. It's 0-0. But last year, for a good example, you had a lot of games where, if you look at the score sheet, you dominated in everything but goals. I mean, is there anything different this year? You're finding ways to win these games this year, whereas last year you had 6 ties and a lot of close games like that.
Well, goals change games. That's goals change games, and goals can change seasons. So last year we did a lot of good things, but we didn't score goals, and at the end of the day, our season wasn't what we wanted it to be because of that. And so far, at least this season, we've proven that we can score goals, which always gives us the belief that something good is about to happen. So if we can just keep plugging away, we believe we can do it.
And then I can't believe we're this far into the interview. I haven't asked you about Pat Flynn yet. He 2 more goals tonight, and got one late, an insurance goal, but second home game in a row he scores, breaks a tie with about 5 minutes left. I mean, can you just talk about, he's obviously, you got a lot of guys up top that can bring you a lot of different things, but he's finishing his chances, it feels like. Even if he doesn't finish all of them, it's like at some point he seems to put his stamp on a game.
Yeah, he actually didn't have as many tonight. I don't know what his shot count was, but it was there were a couple in the first half that he didn't get off. I thought he either got fouled or he just was a little slow to pull the trigger. But I'll be a broken record here. I think we've got a lot of guys who can score. He's the one putting it away right now, but he's definitely putting it away. He's not afraid to score goals. He's not afraid to score big goals that'll win games. So we're hoping he keeps it going.
And then I asked Max, but I'll ask you too. Max scores, Pat, Joe Sullivan had a couple assists. What's the deal with this Naperville connection? I could throw, Danny Shea played a lot of the game. I could throw Nick in there.
Naperville, never heard of it. What is it?
Is there a club coach that would take credit for that somewhere over that way, or?
Yeah.
No, you just talk about. You've had a really successful. You can go back to past years. Tanner Fink, Mike Weiss. There's a lot of other guys. Just, is there any style of those guys, or is it just you?
Yeah. So Brett Strang is their club coach. He played here, so he knows a lot about BG. He knows kind of what we're all about. We play a certain brand, and we demand certain qualities of our players, and he does the same thing. He does a great job with them there, and I think we started with Tanner, like you said, and then he's just continues to recruit the other guys. Tanner comes, he has a good experience, and it's a long line of Naperville guys. I kid you because we hear a lot about Naperville from the Naperville group. Are very proud of their suburb.
Yeah, I should add, Max was quick to throw Beck and Billy Larson in there as well.
Yeah, they're not quite Naperville.
He's saying there's 7, but he's counting them. So I don't want anybody to hear this and see this and think we're not thinking of them. And there's probably other alums I forgot to mention too. But Naperville aside, another nice win for you guys tonight. And now you've got 5 days, but you have a Big Ten program coming in here, probably going to be nationally ranked. Just your thoughts on Michigan State and what you look to do between now and then, and having another big power conference program, you get the chance to play.
Yeah, they're going to be good. We know that for sure. We haven't looked at them a whole lot. We'll take tomorrow off and train on Sunday and start looking at Michigan State on Monday. But what we know is they're possibly the quality in the Big Ten this year. Possession team, got a lot of really good pieces. Don't concede goals. We've had some really good battles with them in the past, and hoping Wednesday night will be the same.
All right, sir. Thank you very much.